What's up and welcome back to the channel. Aloha from sunny Kailua Kona. Had another day to get the DJI Mini 2 up today. Just a beautiful day, not too windy, so let's go. Taking off here from Ali'i Point, we're about 2.25 miles from the pier. You'll see again the Kona by the Sea condos. It's a big old concrete building. Passing that, just past that off on the left. And we are heading out to about half a mile offshore here. Don't know if we're going to make it exactly. I do know some facts here, just because after I ended up flying the DJI Mini 2 out here, I actually took this one of our kayaks out and paddled out to the Royal Princess here, which is a Princess Cruise Line ship just here for the day, pulling in. Wanted to see if we could take the DJI Mini 2 all the way out here. So I'm getting about 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles of range when I've been flying. I typically get up to an altitude of about 150 feet or so, though I did have to make sure, based on looking at the stats on this cruise ship, she's about 235 feet tall. So as far as if I do make it out here, set my return to home to at least 250 feet. So for some reason I run out of signal, that I am able to get the drone up and not smack it into the side of the ship. So anyhow, we're just heading on out here using the 4x zoom. Turns out we are actually about 2 miles from Ali'i Point to the ship. So it'll be a little bit out of range, but at least try to get ourselves reasonably close here. So just as far as what you're seeing here, the Royal Princess, she's actually 1,083 feet long and has a 125-foot beam and a 28-foot draft. This cruise ship was originally delivered in 2013 as an Italian shipbuilder, and it was actually refit in 2018. She's got 142,714 gross ton displacement and 4 diesel electric power plants that produce a roughly 83,700 horsepower total. Total length 1,083 feet, if I hadn't mentioned that before. And what I found, you can see here, they've got some of the tenders heading into port. From where they're at right there, it's about 1 mile or so to the pier. You're actually looking right there at the pier there in the middle of the screen towards the shore there by the Marriott Hotel. Typically the cruise ships here, we don't have a deep enough draft port, so they cannot come in, and they need to anchor and use their tenders. The Royal Princess here, she's running one anchor off of her starboard side, and she was in about 150 feet of water or so based on the charts. But anyway, we're just panning back around here. Here you can see the Royal Kona Resort there, coming into view at the center of the screen. This is actually about the spot of the 1.2 mile buoy. So from the pier to that buoy out by that Royal Kona Resort and back is 1.2 miles, and that's also a popular place to swim. Just panning around here, and this is we've come out of range, so try to be a little careful. Honno's Beach there on the left side, and then we're just panning back around. By the way, we did on the way to the cruise ship, that is heading direction north, and so we're actually panning back here to the south. Right now, looking right over there, the Ironman buoy is down there. The Ironman buoy is actually about 1 mile or so from our place there at Ali'i Point. They're looking at Sea Village, Ali'i Villas, Kona Shores is back there too. Kona Shores is actually, it's interesting, it's a fee simple condo complex that is on Ali'i Drive on the Mackay side, or on the ocean side rather, but does not have much ocean frontage. And I have mentioned in a previous video, it's actually, I think, got the best pool for any of the condos there in Kona because it overlooks the water. So anyhow, based on just flying out of the ship, I was at about 60% battery, and was actually pushing into a headwind going out to the cruise ship with the DJI Mini 2. So wanted to be reasonably careful, just since I don't have a lot of experience here, especially flying over the ocean. So just not wanting to get into much trouble, but also realizing that having headwind out, I'd have a tailwind back. So I pick up a little bit of speed. But the one thing you have to keep in mind here in Kona, especially during the day, you can have wind shifts, and so for whatever reason, you could be flying into a headwind out, and then also it can turn around and fly into a headwind back, and do not want to lose the drone because of that. So anyway, now we're heading back south here. You can see the profile of the mountain. Since we are on a set of volcanoes here on the Big Island, you can see a lot of that lava there. Like I mentioned before, not as many beaches here as you would typically think, but a lot of lava, a lot of great places too. And even the beaches are nice, even if they're small. A lot of private beaches as you're going up and down the coast. And by private, they're still accessible, but just reasonably small. Casa de Amenco, set of condos there. You'll see that. We're passing that over in the left corner of the screen. And then past that, saltwater pool that I pointed out in one of the previous videos. And then coming by the sea again, large building there on the left. The land that's jutting out here, again, that's a lead point. That's where we are. It's an enclave of about 18, 19 or so homes. It used to be a botanical garden, and just a really nice place. It's great to be on Lady Drive and be on the ocean here, but not hear the traffic, since Lady Drive is definitely getting more traffic, more construction, more building going on. So anyhow, just flying over the houses here, and over to the left, Alakala Bay. It's a nice little surf bay. We usually take the dogs there around sunset, and they can play ball there in the waves and whatnot. Usually pretty gentle. Most of the water you're seeing here, it's probably 15, 20 feet deep max, and then it goes out probably about half a mile or so, and then really starts dropping off. But just as we're flying over with the DJI Mini 2 here, you can see just the distinct the coral bottom, and then also the lighter spots or spots of sand. When we're open water swimming, you can see a lot of this when you're looking down. It's actually really nice. Just different types of ocean bottom. Keeps it interesting. Then swinging back around here, heading to the north. There again is the Royal Princess. We've been getting right now 2 to 3 cruise ships a week, so it's doing pretty well. We do actually have one cruise ship that's actually native to Honolulu. It's the only one that flies under the U.S. flag, but Royal Princess, that one doesn't. That's a foreign flag vessel. So anyway, just swinging back around here, taking a look inland, and then back over Lady Point, and actually flying over right there at the bottom left-hand side. That's actually a double lot house. That one sold a couple of years ago. It's a nice estate. We were friends with the previous owners. He still actually keeps a 40-foot fishing boat here on the island, so I'm going to head out on that here in the next few days. That'll be a lot of fun. Typically altitude here, I'm flying about 150 feet or so. These palm trees, just making sure that we clear those. And then, just swinging back around. I had a little more battery just because being reasonably conservative. So, just a lot of fun being able to fly out here. Especially nice to have a calm day here. Certainly we get some days of a lot of wind where it kind of prohibits flying. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and bring the DJI Mini 2 in and recharge and get ready for the next flight. So appreciate you flying with me, and we will see you in the next video. Hopefully you are having a great day.